Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Tide Go Pats 99. Glad you can join me tonight for this wild card playoff stream for this contest between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. Patriots hosting this game. Number 2 seed, if they win, they will play the winner of Texans versus Steelers. Chargers come in as the 7th seed. They win, they have to go to the Broncos. Kickoff is in the air. Retrieved by the Patriots, returned to about the 31-yard line. 1st and 10, Patriots. Patriots, of course, led by quarterback Drake May. He is a possible MVP candidate. Other notable contributors include number 32, running back Ramondre Stevenson, and number 9, Kayshon Boutte. Patriots taking on offense first. Chargers had won and elected to defer. Here we go. 1st and 10, ball at the New England 31-yard line. May under center. Hands it off to Henderson. Henderson runs forward for a gain of about 6 on the play, brings up 2nd and 4 for the Patriots. On the opposite side, you have the Chargers led by quarterback Justin Herbert, who is just returning back from injury. Of course, the Buffalo Bills won the game earlier, so they have eyes on this one to see possibly where they would go next week. Here we are, 2nd and 4 for the Patriots. May in shotgun. Takes a snap, looking to throw it. Throws it out complete to Diggs. Gets a first down and some to about the 44-yard line. 1st and 10, Patriots. Patriots offense has done really good in early quarters. See how they can continue to exploit the defense of the Los Angeles Chargers. Patriots have not won a playoff game since Super Bowl 53 back in 2019. We'll see how they do here. May hands it off to Henderson. Gains about 4 in the play, brings up 2nd and 6 for the Patriots. They're introducing the Chargers defense with a Pro Bowl selection at safety. 2nd and 6, May in shotgun. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Incomplete, brings up 3rd and 6 for the Patriots. Here we go, crunch time here. 3rd down and long. May in shotgun. Takes a snap, looks to throw it. Going to be sacked behind the line for a loss of about 3 on the play. Brings up 4th and 9 for the Patriots. In all likelihood, a punting situation on the opening drive for the Patriots. Looked good with the first down thrown to Diggs, but fizzled out towards the end of the drive. Punt is in the air by Behringer. Rolls out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Chargers will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Of course, I mentioned that the Chargers are led by their quarterback, Justin Herbert. Chargers last year won their lost their first round game last year against the Texans. This year, they look to rebound. As they go to commercial break here on the feed. This game is the fifth of six wild card games that have been played this weekend. The other scores that happened in the other games: Rams outlast the Panthers 34-31. Bears managed to come from behind to beat the Packers 31-27. Earlier today, you had the Bills upset the Jaguars 27-24. And what just went final less than an hour ago, yeah, the 49ers win 23-19 over the Eagles. So next week, we know for sure we will be seeing some matchups. The Rams, they will go and play the Bears. The 49ers, on the other hand, they will go and play the Seahawks, who are number one in the NFC and had a bye week this week. And of course, I mentioned earlier that if the Chargers win, they have to go on the road to play the Chargers. I'm sorry, go on the road to play the Broncos. If the Patriots win, they will host the winner of tomorrow night's game between the Texans and the Steelers. Steelers are number 4 in the AFC. Texans, on the other hand, are 5 in the AFC. Interesting thing of note is that both teams are coached by former players of that team. Chargers are coached by Jim Harbaugh, who once quarterbacked for the Chargers, and the Patriots are coached by Mike Vrabel, who was a former linebacker for the Patriots. Both also interesting to note is that in the first season with their respective team, they took them to the playoffs. Jim Harbaugh in his second year, Mike Vrabel in his first. Herbert in shotgun completes it to number 9, gets a first down and some, all the way up to the Chargers 35-yard line, 1st and 10 Chargers. Correction from earlier, that touchback actually made the drive start at the 20-yard line for the Chargers, not the 35. First and 10, Herbert in shotgun, under pressure, but escapes it for a little bit. Then he decides to take it up himself and run. Gain of about 8 on the play, brings up 2nd and 2 for the Chargers. Officially rolled 2nd and 1 for the Chargers. Herbert under center. Hands it off to his running back. Gets the first down. Bringing up to about the Chargers 45-yard line. 1st and 10 Chargers. Justin Herbert has been incredibly accurate with 28 touchdowns, but also does have 15 turnovers on the season. Of course, he actually missed last game due to an injury early on, having shown no signs of rust, however. 1st and 10 Chargers. Herbert in shotgun. Flags flying everywhere. Indication is that it's false start. False start against the Chargers. Back them up 5. Brings up 1st and 15 for the Chargers. Called on number 68 of the Chargers. Apparently some early flinching going on. First and 15, Herbert in shotgun. Throws out to number 1. Gets it. Gain of about 4 on the play brings up 2nd and 11 for the Chargers. Clock has ticked to about 9.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Officially ruled 2nd and 12 for the Chargers. Herbert in shotgun. Man in motion. Pocket collapses. Ball batted at the line, falls incomplete, brings up 3rd and 12 for the Chargers. Patriots defense able to just completely run through the Chargers O-line, almost sacked Herbert. Then the ball got deflected almost the second it left his hands. Patriots would have been able to get more defenders to the left side of the field. It would have been an interception. Here we go, 3rd and 12. Herbert in shotgun. Takes the snap. This time a lot better protection. Throws it, completes it, and will be knocked about 2 yards short of the first down. Brings up 4th and 2 for the Chargers. Let's see if Harbaugh chooses to go aggressive or if he decides not to go aggressive yet early on in the game. Didn't see any indication. It looked like Herbert's still on the field. Chargers elect to leave their offense on the field. 4th and 2. Herbert in shotgun. Looks like trying to maybe get the defense confused. Patriots failed to bite on it. And unless the Chargers call a timeout, it's going to be a delay of game on them. Delay of game against the Chargers. Sorry. The referee made the wrong signal at first, so I laughed. Delay of game on the Chargers brings up 4th and 7, and now Harbaugh elects to punt. So both teams so far moving the ball, but unable to cross midfield. Scott on to punt for the Chargers. Jones in the back to try and return. Punt is in the air. Retrieved by Jones, who immediately looks like he was trying to slip the tackle, but he gets tracked down pretty much where he retrieved the ball. Ball around the Patriots 12-yard line, which is where the Patriots will take over when the action returns here between the Chargers and the Patriots. Game, if you want to watch it while you're listening to my commentary, is on NBC. Also can be watched on Peacock. Headline of note going into next week, as I noted, the 49ers advanced. However, are going to be down a key player, most likely for the remainder of the playoffs, as George Kittle, who left the game early for the 49ers, has suffered a torn Achilles. So in all likelihood, George Kittle is done for the season. Another interesting thing of note that I didn't get a chance to comment on last week was that 9 coaches were fired last week. There was some expected, like the Browns firing Stefanski, Dolphins firing McDaniel, but some unexpected, such as the Ravens firing John Harbaugh. We'll see how the landscape of the NFL starts to shape up in the coming weeks as the teams that fired their head coaches now look to hire new ones. Action just returned here on Peacock. Here you are, first and 10 for the Patriots. Ball at their own 7-yard line. Drake May takes the snap, batted at the line, and intercepted by number 0 of the Chargers. Ball deflected at the line early. Try to see on the replay what happened there. There's a snap right there. Let's see what happened. Just trying to get it to, I believe that's Hunter Henry. No, that's 81, whoever that is. And it just fell right into the hands of number 0. So one play and a turnover on downs for the Patriots on their second drive of the game sets up the Chargers in their own red zone. First and goal for the Chargers. Herbert in shotgun. Takes a snap. Under heavy pressure, but escapes it. Tracked down right around the 5-yard line. Brings up second and goal for the Chargers. Herbert takes a snap. This time he runs down right around the 3-yard line. Brings up third and goal for the Chargers. I would not be shocked if Harbaugh consider this 4-down territory, just so to avoid confusion from earlier what I said. This is Jim Harbaugh, coach of the Chargers. The Harbaugh that got fired was John Harbaugh of the Ravens. Third and goal. Herbert in shotgun. Takes a snap. Looks to run for it. Tracked down right at the 1-yard line. Brings up fourth and goal for the Chargers. Let's see what Harbaugh decides he wants to do here. Does he take the points early on and go aggressive later? Or does he go aggressive now, hoping it works out? And then he does elect to go for it on 4th down. Here we go. 4th and goal. Herbert in shotgun. Looks to throw. Line gets overwhelmed. Incomplete pass. Turnover on downs. Patriots escape what looked like a certain scoring situation. So the defenses so far have been ruling the day for the Chargers and the Patriots. So far has been punt, punt, interception, turnover on downs. Patriots' first two drives went punt, then interception. Chargers' first two drives went punt, then turnover on downs in the red zone. Came at a commercial break here. We'll probably return in a couple of minutes. Action back on Peacock. Here we go from their own 2-yard line. Patriots have 1st and 10. May under center. All likelihood a running situation to avoid getting sacked in the end zone. No, he's going to take the snap himself. Throws it, completes it. Out to number 38, Henderson. Henderson has some running room. Gets all the way up to the Chargers 48-yard line on the big gain. 1st and 10, Patriots. Patriots start the drive on their own 2-yard line now in just one play up to the Chargers 48-yard line. So here we go. Some opportunities to do some real big damage early on. Correction, that was Stevenson, not Henderson, on the play for the Patriots. Here we go. 1st and 10. Officially ruled at midfield. 1st and 10. May under center. Hands it off to Henderson, number 32. Yeah. Henderson's 32. Stevenson's 38. Anyway, gets about a 4-yard gain, brings up 2nd and 6 for the Patriots. First time all game that the Patriots have been in Charger territory. Here he goes, 2nd and 5. So officially ruled a 5-yard gain. May takes a snap, looks to throw it. Now has a little bit of running room. Gets close to the 1st down, but I'm not sure if you're going to rule he got it. Got it up to the 40-yard line. Are they going to be 3rd and inches or 1st and 10? Officially ruled 3rd down. Though I would not be surprised if they try to either look at it or take a measurement here. Third and inches. May under center. Hands it off to Stevenson. Gets the first down and some. Tackled right around the Chargers' 36-yard line. 1st and 10, Patriots. May hands it off to Stevenson. Gain of about 7 on the play brings up 2nd and 3 for the Patriots. Second and 4. May takes a snap, throws it incomplete, intended for Diggs, but was bumped as he was catching the ball and falls incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 4 for the Patriots. Here we go, 3rd and 4. Ball at the Chargers 30. No, correction. Ball at the Chargers 29-yard line. May takes a snap, hands it to Stevenson, reverses it. Now number 86 throws it, intended for May, incomplete. Brings up 4th and 4 and in all likely a field goal situation for the Patriots. It was Chisholm. Patriots try to go really weird with the trickery. They hand off to Stevenson. Then Stevenson flipped it back to Chisholm. Then Chisholm tried to throw it for May, but it was incomplete. So in all likelihood, the Patriots are going to settle for a field goal here to put them in the lead. And no, actually, they're leaving their offense on the field. May's still on the field. 4th and 4. May in shotgun. Takes a snap. Throws it out. Completes to Williams. Ruling he caught it in bounds. 1st and 10, Patriots. Patriots going a little aggressive here in the early goings of the game. But I guess they figured if Harbaugh's going to go aggressive, then they have to go aggressive to beat Harbaugh. 1, and looks like he toe tapped both of them in. May under center, 1st and 10. Ball ruled at the Chargers 23-yard line. May takes the snap. Gets sacked back around the 32-yard line. Brings up 2nd down for the Patriots. Second and 18 officially for the Patriots. So a big loss on the play on 1st down. May takes a snap out of shotgun. Throws it, completes it to number 8, to Chisholm. Gain of about 19 on the play brings up 1st and 10 for the Patriots. So the Patriots lost big on 1st down, but then recovered all and more on 2nd down. And that'll bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. End of the 1st quarter. No score in this game between the Chargers and the Patriots. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break and return. Still waiting for the action to resume here between the Patriots and the Chargers. Here we are back in the action. Start of the second quarter here. Patriots had the ball at the Chargers' 11-yard line, 1st and 10. May in shotgun takes a snap, runs it himself after a couple of seconds, and gets run out after a gain of about 2 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 8 for the Patriots. Second and 8, May under center. Hands it off. Trying to see who that was. Anyway, gets about a 5-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and 3 for the Patriots. That was Stevenson, number 38, on the run for the Patriots. Worth noting that the Patriots, technically, if they get the ball to the 1-yard line, can get a first down without putting it in the end zone. So you don't necessarily have to try and get it into the end zone yet. 3rd and 4. May in shotgun. Has all kinds of time to throw, but now he's getting chased. Throws it out and just throws it away. Incomplete. Brings up 4th and 4 for the Patriots. And let's see if Vrabel, it looks like May's trotting off the field, so it looks like he's sitting on the field goal unit to take the lead here against the Chargers. And he does. Andy Borgelis on to kick the field goal for the Patriots. 23-yard attempt here for the Patriots. Kick is up, and it is good. With 13:32 left to go in the second quarter to score, Patriots 3, Chargers 0. That is going to bring us to yet another commercial break here. And when we come back, the Patriots will be kicking off. So the Patriots are going to take the first lead of the game. First score of the game did not come until the second quarter. Shaping out to be one of the lower scoring games so far of Wild Card Weekend. Because the other few games, Eagles 49ers was a little low scoring, but did have 2 scores in the first quarter. Patriots Chargers here, on the other hand, waits until the early part of the second quarter to get its first score in. So the defense is ruling supreme so far. We are back in the action here between the Patriots and Chargers. Last two times these teams have met in the playoffs, or last three at times actually, have been won by the Patriots. They have met four times. 2006 divisional round, 2007 AFC Championship game, and the 2018 divisional round between the two teams were all won by the Patriots. Here we go. Kickoff in the air. Going to be fielded in the landing zone and run up all the way to about the 28-yard line of the Chargers. First and 10 Chargers. Finally getting around to introducing the Patriots defense. Of course, led by Christian Gonzalez. Christian Gonzalez, yeah, he is in the game. Pro Bowl selection for the Patriots on defense in Christian Gonzalez. Here we are. First and 10 for the Chargers at their own 28-yard line. Herbert takes a snap, handed off to his running back, number 8, who gets tracked down for a loss of about 1 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 11 for the Chargers. Running games so far for the Chargers not looking well. I think that was actually the first time the Chargers handed off the ball, and it went absolutely nowhere. Here we go, 2nd and 11 now for the Chargers. Herbert in shotgun. Takes a snap, looks to throw. Completes it to number 15. Way past the first down. Gain of almost 20 on the play. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Promising start defensively evaporates. Number 15 just completely outmatched Jones. Ball spotted at the Chargers' 47-yard line. 1st and 10, handoff. Gets about 2 on the play before being stood up by the Patriots defense. Story of the game going in has been Herbert's hand injury, for which he missed the game last week against the Broncos for. Seems mostly healed up so far, as he's 4 of 6 for 47 yards so far in this game. Here he goes, 2nd and 8. Herbert in shotgun. takes a snap, looks to throw, and completes it to number 13. Gets the first down for the Chargers. Chargers in Patriot territory. Here we go. 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the Patriots. At the Patriots 43-yard line. Hands it off. Gets about 12 on the play and another first down. First down, Chargers. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Herbert in shotgun. Takes a snap. He looked to hand it off, but now he throws it. Completes it to number 42. Gain of about 8 on the play. Brings up, that was number 42, Fox, the receiver for the Chargers. Brings up 2nd and 8 for the Chargers. Officially ruled 2nd and 3 for the Chargers. Herbert under center. Hands it off to Neal. Gains 3 and in all likelihood a first down, but a flag flies in. Didn't see where the flag went, though. Chargers acting as though it's against them. Oh, no. Correct what I said. It looks like it gets the Patriots here. Vidal or Vital on the run for the Chargers. Face mask against the Patriots. Automatic first down. Here we go. That penalty moved the end result up 15 yards. So now the Chargers have it at the Patriots 11-yard line. 1st and 10. Herbert takes a snap, hands it off to Vital. Gain of about 3 on the play, brings up 2nd and 3 for the Chargers. Here we go, 2nd and 7. Patriots red zone defense, good so far. Let's see if it holds up. Herbert under center. Snaps it just in time. Flips it out to, I believe that's Fisk, who gets the catch but then slides out of bounds. Brings up 3rd and about 4 for the Chargers. Mike Vrabel animated at the ref or something. I guess he thought the clock ran out, but I didn't see the clock run out. Here we go, 3rd and 2. Herbert under center. Takes a snap, hands it off to Vital. Gets stopped on the play for for a gain of maybe getting it back to the line of scrimmage. Brings up 4th and 2 for the Chargers. Let's see. And it looks like the Chargers are going to go ahead, having no success earlier, going aggressive. Going to send out Cameron Dicker to kick the field goal to tie the game. "21-yard attempt here for the Chargers. Snap, hole, the kick is up, and it is right down the middle. With 6:52 left to go in the second quarter, Patriots and Chargers tied at 3. So the Patriots drive down the field to take the lead with the field goal, and the Chargers answer with a drive of their own. As the game goes to another commercial break, reminder that this will be a hub for all Patriots playoff games. Whether it be Patriots losing this game or go all the way to the Super Bowl, you can join in and watch the action or hear me call the action all the way through. Also, regardless of if the Patriots are in it or not, I do plan to stream and react to the Super Bowl. Still waiting for the action to return from commercial break here between the Chargers and the Patriots. Back to the action here between the Chargers and Patriots. Chargers about to kick off after having kicked the field goal to tie the game. Number 11 for the Chargers on the kick. Kickoff is up and is going to be fielded in the landing zone by number 86, Chisholm. Hurdles a guy on the return before he falls out of bounds. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Of course, every team gets a nomination for the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. For the Chargers, it was kicker Cameron Dicker. For the Patriots, it's tight end Hunter Henry. Walter Payton Man of the Year award created to honor people who make significant contributions both on the field and off the field in their communities. Will be announced at the annual NFL Honors. May takes the snap out of the shotgun. Throws it out to Stevenson. Completed and gets a gain of about 9 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 1 for the Patriots. Correction, that was Henderson. Double correction. That was Stevenson who got the pass. Trevion Henderson now comes into the game as the running back. Officially ruled 2nd and inches for the Patriots. May sneaks it, gets the first down. A lot of debate over if the tush push can be banned, but the teams that want to ban it sure seem to be using it a lot. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Ball at their own 39-yard line. May under center. Henry man in motion. May takes the snap, hands it off to Henderson. Gain of maybe 3 on the play brings up 2nd and 7 for the Patriots. Correction, that was Henderson. Patriots have 121 total yards, whereas the Chargers so far have 103. Clock ticking to about 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. 2nd and 7, May under center. Looking to throw it. Now takes the run himself, gets the first down and some. Slides down right around the 50-yard line. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Patriots. First and 10, ball at the Chargers 49-yard line. May in shotgun. No, correction. May under center. Throws it out, intended for Diggs, but incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. Tight coverage. Diggs was the only one who really had a shot at that throw. Pressure was coming right at May with only Henderson to block Derwin James. Something tells me it was intended as a running back screen, but the running back had to become a blocker at the last second. Meanwhile, May throws it out short for Diggs. Gain of about 6 on the play. No, I'm sorry, correction. That was Butte, not Diggs on the play. Brings up 3rd and about 4 for the Patriots. Clock ticking to 4 minutes left to go in the second quarter. May takes the snap on 3rd down, throws it out, incomplete, off the hands of Henderson. No, Stevenson. Off the hands of Stevenson, incomplete, brings up 4th and 5 in a punting situation for the Patriots. Punt is up in the air. And it's going to be down by the Patriots at the Chargers 7-yard line, which is where the Chargers had the ball, 1st and 10. Another commercial break with 3:23 left to go in the second quarter. Score tied 3-3 between the Patriots and the Chargers. Defense has been the story of the game so far, as outside of those 2 drives by each team that led to field goals, there has been almost no offensive production to be said or heard of in this game. Chargers even had 2 drives that ended within the 10-yard line, but came up with a combined 3 points on those 2 drives. So not really a lot of offense to be spoken of in this game. Defense has mainly ruled the story. Let's see if it starts to change near the end of the second quarter as it looks like the Chargers try to score but score. Remember that the Patriots do get the ball. No, I'm sorry, the Chargers do get the ball to start the second half, so a chance to potentially double up for the Chargers. Here we go. First and 10 for the Chargers, ball at their own 8-yard line. Herbert on the center. Dragged down, ball came out. No signal yet of who recovered it. Looks like it might have been recovered by the Chargers, though, but that does back them up all the way to their own 1-yard line. No offensive line protection to speak of for the Chargers on that play. Trying to see if the ball, in fact, came out. Looks like they may rule this a forward pass. However, I would not be surprised if it does happen to be a forward pass if they rule it intentional grounding and spot it at the 1-yard line. Because clearly Herbert was not out the pocket yet. Officially ruled that it was an incomplete pass. No intentional grounding. Okay, that's kind of weird. Here we go, second and 10. Herbert in shotgun. Now he's looking to throw it. Has protection this time. Completes it. And gets the first down. Gets the first down. Number 13, Allen on the reception for the Chargers. Here we go. First and 10. Herbert in shotgun. Takes a snap. Completes it to number 30, who falls forward right at the end of the play. Looks like they're going to rule it first and 10 for the Chargers. No, correction. They do rule it a second down. Remember that a score of any kind will give the Chargers a lead. And that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to go in the first half. The score Patriots 3, Chargers 3. Here he goes, 2nd and 1. Herbert hands it off to Vital. Vital gets stood up. Doesn't look like he got the first down, although it did look like he gained half a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1 for the Chargers. Third and 1. They tried to sneak it, but it looks like they may have gotten stopped short. They tried to sneak it through and play very hurriedly, but it doesn't look like he got to the first down. Timeout to sort this out. Official wouldn't be officially ruled 4th and inches, although I wouldn't be surprised if they'd call an official timeout to measure the spot of the ball. Replay didn't make it look like Herbert got across. They tried to sneak it across / tush push it with Herbert. Again, teams that seem to be in favor of banning the tush push are the ones who use it the most for some reason, other than the Eagles. Here you go, 4th and inches for the Chargers. Although it looks like there might be a timeout for a replay, though I didn't see anything on the replay that seems to indicate now a TV timeout. So I'm guessing they are replaying the previous play. Although I don't see anything to keep in mind, it has to be definitive as to whether or not they saw anything to change the ruling. So since the ruling was that he was short of the first down, they have to see definitive, indisputable evidence that he crossed the plane and not crossed the plane, crossed the first down marker. I highly doubt that they're going to rule it a first down. Regardless, however, if the Patriots do have to face a 4th and 1, you have to imagine that you have to be prepared to stop the very short run plus a possible tush push. Game still a commercial break while the previous play being looked at to see if Justin Herbert got enough for a first down. I didn't see anything to say he got it. Challenging the spot of the ball probably has to be the most difficult challenge to actually overturn, because you have to know the exact placement of the marker and where he actually was spotted at. So I'm not going to be surprised at all. And officially is ruled a 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Kind of surprised. I didn't really see any indication on any replay that was looked at as to whether or not Herbert hadn't got enough for the first down, but apparently they say that he did. Anyway, 1st and 10, ball spotted at the Chargers 28-yard line. Herbert in shotgun. Herbert takes a snap. Throws it out to Allen. Allen, gain of about 7 on the play, brings up 2nd and 3 for the Chargers. My bad. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line at the Chargers. 53 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Herbert takes a snap and is immediately pummeled straight to the ground. Loss of about 10 on the play brings up 3rd and 13 for the Chargers. Harbaugh complaining about something, but is not going to, obviously, not going to be ruled in his favor. And the Patriots do elect to take their first time out of the half. So the Patriots apparently should be able to stop the Chargers here. Going to want a chance to go up before the end of the half. Officially ruled 3rd and 11 for the Chargers. Ball at their own 27-yard line. Herbert in shotgun takes a snap. Has some time, but the hole closes up immediately, and he falls down for a loss of about 5 on the play. Brings up 4th and 16 for the Chargers, and I would not be surprised if the Patriots elect to use their second timeout of the half, which they do. 41 seconds left to go in the second quarter to score. Patriots 3, Chargers 3. Chargers forced into a punting situation, so the Patriots will have a chance to score before the end of the half with 1 timeout remaining. Chargers punting with their punter standing at his own 9-yard line. 4th and 15. Punt is in the air. Jones on to return it, who gets it all the way up to about the Patriots' 47-yard line. 1st and 10, Patriots with 31 seconds left to go in the second quarter. First and 10, May takes a snap, throws it, incomplete, brings up 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. Second and 10, May in shotgun takes a snap. Now looks to run it, gets the first down and some, has a lot of room, and brought down right around the 15-yard line. Would not be surprised if the Patriots try to call a timeout here, or if they choose to run it down to about 2 seconds and kick a field goal. And what happened? No indication that the Patriots called a timeout. But the clock didn't move. Patriots called a timeout with 16 seconds left to go. So the Patriots apparently want a shot at the end zone. And if not, then they'll take the field goal. 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 18-yard line. May takes a snap, looks for the end zone. Incomplete out the back of the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. Would not be surprised if the Patriots try to take 3 shots to the end zone, or 2 more shots to the end zone before going on to kick the field goal if they don't get the touchdown. 2nd and 10, ball at the Chargers 17-yard line. May in shotgun. Takes a snap. Throws it out incomplete, intended for Stevenson. 3rd and 10, and it looks like on 3rd down they're going to trot on the field goal unit. Borgelis on to kick a field goal he made earlier from 28 yards. This one a little bit longer. Put the Patriots up by 3 going into the half. This one a 35-yard attempt. Ball was snapped, but apparently Chargers take a first time out of the half with 6 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Remember, once again, if the Chargers win, they have to go on the road next week to play the Broncos, and the Bills will play the winner of Texans versus Steelers. If the Patriots win, the Broncos will play the Bills, and the Patriots will play the winner of Texans versus Steelers next week at home for the Patriots. Borgelis on to kick a 35-yarder. Snap, hold, and the kick is right down the middle. With 2 seconds left to go in the second quarter to score, the Patriots 6, Chargers 3. Low-scoring game so far, with all 3 scores of the game coming from field goal kicks. A game awfully reminiscent of the last time the Patriots won a postseason game, which was Super Bowl 53. A game that featured no touchdowns in the first half, and the lone touchdown came late in the fourth quarter. This one shaping up to be very similar to that game. With the Patriots up by 3, and will most likely, barring a return for a touchdown by the Chargers, be the score that we end the first half with. Oh, apparently the ball fell before it could be kicked off. Kickoff in the air. And it's going to go retrieved in the end zone. Clock runs out on the half. And he ends up slipping and falling at the 20-yard line into the first half. Into the first half, the score, the Patriots 6, the Chargers 3. Patriots up, but the offenses have not been looking very pretty in this game so far between the Chargers and the Patriots. Though it is good that the Patriots are going to go into the second half with the lead, Chargers will get the ball to start the second half. All right, let me film a halftime short, and depending on what's going on, I may end up staying on for halftime or not stay on for halftime. But here we go. We're going to film the short. Halftime between the Chargers and the Patriots in the wild card round. And so far, defense is the word to describe the game so far. No touchdowns allowed by either defense. The only scores of the game were 2 field goals by the Patriots and 1 by the Chargers. So defense really ruling the game so far. Although May did have a few good plays in the first half. Honestly, I don't need to see anything more from the defense in the second half than what we've already seen, but I would love to see more from the offense in the second half. But if the defense can do exactly what they are doing and we can do just enough to win this game, I'll be happy with it. Anyway, defense, story of the first half, offense, not really much to be found. All righty, I'm going to upload that and might hang out a little bit more for the halftime in what has really been a very low scoring game. I'm very surprised given that the matchup is May versus Herbert. Halftime between the Chargers and the Oh, whoops, I accidentally played my own audio. Hello to anybody. Let's see if it changes in the second half. Sorry about that. Had to reset my TV for a second. But yeah, so far, defense really the story of the game. With the offense doing barely enough to be up at the end of the first half. As of right now, I'd say the best game so far in Wild Card Weekend has been Bills versus Jaguars. Although most would probably argue it was Rams versus Panthers. Of course, the 49ers earlier hold on to beat the Eagles in order to advance. They will play the Seahawks next week. Bears, on the other hand, they will play the Rams in the divisional round. The NFC side of the divisional round is set. We just need to see how the AFC side of things is going to play out. I think the big story of the weekend is that comeback we saw last night when the Packers who were up 21-3 at one point, ended up losing on the last play to the Bears. Of course, NBC also promoting the Winter Olympics, which are going to take place in a few weeks. All right, I'm going to take a break for the rest of halftime. Be back when the third quarter begins. Kickoff here in the second half is up and goes for a return by number 32 of the Chargers. First and 10, Chargers. Again, score 6-3, beginning of the third quarter. Here we go. First and 10, ball spotted at the Chargers 32-yard line. Herbert under center. Takes a snap, hands it off to Vital. Gain of about 3 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 7 for the Chargers. Herbert under center, 2nd and 7. Takes a snap and looks to throw. What happened? Gain only about a 1, if any. I have to reset my TV again. Third and 7, Herbert in shotgun. Takes a snap, looks to throw it. Throws it out. Incomplete. Brings up 4th and 7 for the Chargers on the first drive of the second half. Punt is in the air. And it's going to be down at the Patriots 18-yard line, 1st and 10 Patriots. Patriots take over with 13-12 left to go in the third quarter. Excellent stand by the defense to start the third quarter. Now let's see if the offense can get anything going after being mostly stagnant in the first half. First and 10, May in shotgun. Throws it out to Stevenson. Stevenson gets the first down, plus a couple of yards. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Patriots. First and 10, ball at the Patriots 29-yard line. May, under center, hands it off to Stevenson. Gained maybe a yard on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. Second and 10. May in shotgun. Takes a snap. Looks to throw it. Completes it to Henry. Did he maintain possession of the ball as he fell? Refs rule he did. First and 10, Patriots. That was Hunter Henry, number 85. One of the biggest weapons receiving wise for the Patriots on the play there to get the first and 10. Ball spotted at the Patriots' 46-yard line. May in shotgun. Takes a snap, throws it, completes it to Butte. Gain of about 6 on the play, brings up second and 4 for the Patriots. Short passes have been most of what May has been doing on offense, and in chunks to move the ball. Officially ruled second and 6 for the Patriots. May under center. Takes a snap and hands it off. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage was number 32, Henderson. Brings up third and 6 for the Patriots. And if this drive stalls, it'll be yet another drive that looked promising at the beginning for the Patriots, only to stall out. Third and 6, May in shotgun. Takes a snap, looking to throw it. Throws it out to Stevenson. Stevenson gets a first down and some before he's finally spun down right around the 33-yard line of the Chargers. First and 10, Patriots. Beautiful throw and catch as Henderson's able to find running room. No coverage downfield for the Chargers, enabling Stevenson to get free. And he brings it into the Chargers territory on the first drive of the second half for the Patriots. First and 10, May takes a snap out of the shotgun, throws it downfield, incomplete, intended for Hunter Henry, brings up second and 10 for the Patriots. Theoretically, the Patriots are in field goal range. However, do you trust your kicker to get a field goal from this length? Chances are the Patriots want to get some more at least. Although ideally you want to finish in the end zone. Here we are, second and 10. May in shotgun. Takes a snap. Looks to throw it, and it's complete. I'm thinking that was Butte, and it is. Gets the completion. Brings up third and 1 for the Patriots. Correction, that was Diggs on the reception for the Patriots. Brings it up to the Chargers' 23-yard line. Third and 1. May takes a snap, runs it himself, gets the first down and some to about the Chargers' 18-yard line. First and 10 for the Patriots. Just an excellent option fake play. Don't see that a lot in football now, but the Patriots did successfully manage to pull it off. First and 10, May under center. Hands it off to Henderson. Gain of maybe 1.5 on the play brings up second and 9 for the Patriots. Officially ruled 2nd and 10. May takes a snap in shotgun. Looks to throw it. Fumble. Recovered by the Chargers. Strip sack there by the Chargers defense. Turned a promising drive into a turnover for the Patriots offense. First turnover of the game for either side of the field. Actually, technically, NBC, you're actually wrong. Because remember, May threw the interception earlier. Anyway, turnover, fumble, sets up the Chargers right around their own 25-yard line. Be 1st and 10 when the action comes back. Herbert takes a snap, looking to throw it, and he does. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Chargers, although a late flag had just flown. I have a feeling I know what it is. There is no flag. Apparently, one of the refs threw pass interference, tried to throw a pass interference, but they're ruling the ball was uncatchable and hit the Patriots player in the back before it would have been called anyway. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Chargers. Second and 10. Herbert in shotgun. That was really the first downfield shot of either team on any play. Takes a snap, looks to throw it. Incomplete again, but this time a flag does come out. and it's going to be pass interference against the Patriots. Davis, the third on the defense, got a little bit too handsy with the Chargers receiver, and they're going to call him for pass interference. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Chargers, move it up to their own 45-yard line. First and 10, Herbert on the center. Pitches it to Vital. Gains maybe a yard on the play. Brings up 2nd and 9 for the Chargers. Second and 9, Herbert in shotgun. Hands it off to Vital. Gain of about 4 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4 for the Chargers. Herbert in shotgun. Looks to throw it. Has some pressure. Escapes it. Now throws it downfield. Overthrew Vital. Incomplete. 4th and 4 for the Chargers. And here comes the punting unit. Thought for a second that Harbaugh was going to keep his offense on the field, maybe to try and get the Patriots to jump off sides. But I guess he thought the Patriots wouldn't be fooled by it, so they were going to punt. Punt is in the air. And rolls out of bounds right around the Patriots' 18-yard line. 1st and 10, Patriots. Going into another commercial break with 5:10 left to go in the 3rd quarter. No scoring has happened yet in the 2nd half. Chargers had 2 possessions, both ending in punts. Patriots' first possession of the 2nd half ended in a fumble in the red zone. So the 2nd half looking almost like an exact replica of the 1st half. Here we are back for commercial break. Patriots have the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line, up 6-3 with 5:10 left to go in the third quarter. May in shotgun takes a snap. Sacked for a loss of about 6 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 16 for the Patriots. Officially ruled 2nd and 18 for the Patriots. May takes a snap, hands it off to Stevenson. Gain of about 7 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 11 for the Patriots. Officially ruled 3rd and 13. May takes a snap, throws it out, completed to Henry. Gain of about 20 on the play brings up 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Ball at the 31-yard line. May takes a snap, throws it out to Butte. Gains way more than the first down, gets it all the way to the Chargers' 25-yard line. 1st and 10 Patriots. Excellent deep throw to Butte, and Butte finds a lot more yards, setting the Patriots up very nicely here on their second possession of the second half. First and 10, May hands it off to Stevenson. Stevenson, gain of about 6 on the play, brings up 2nd and 4 for the Patriots. Second and 4, May in shotgun. Takes a snap, throws it to the end zone. Incomplete, intended for number 81. Just barely overthrew him. Brings up 3rd and 4 for the Patriots. It was Austin Hooper, the intended receiver on the play, but May just overthrew him past the outstretched hand of Hooper. So instead of a touchdown, it brings up 3rd and 4. May takes a snap, completes it. No, incomplete. Douglas could not maintain possession of the ball. Brings up 4th and 4 for the Patriots. And let's see if Vrabel keeps the offense on the field. No, it looks like he's going to send out the field goal unit. Borgelis on to kick the field goal again. Snap, hold, kick is good. With 134 left to go in the third quarter to score Patriots 9, Chargers 3. Kickoff is in the air. At the end of the end zone. And tackled right around the Chargers 18-yard line. 1st and 10 Chargers. Patriots having a lot of success when they are able to pressure Herbert. 1st and 10. Herbert in shotgun. Takes a snap and is quickly brought down. Vital recovered something. And he runs it out for a gain of about 12 on the play. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Chargers. So it looked like a busted play turned into a really good one for the Chargers. The ball was punched out and recovered by Vital. First and 10. Herbert hands it off to Vital. Gain of about 2 on the play brings up 2nd and 8 for the Chargers. And in all likelihood, going to be the final play of the third quarter. Herbert shotgun takes a snap, looks to throw it, now runs it. Gain of about 8 on the play, brings up 1st and 10 for the Chargers, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. Going into the fourth quarter, the score Patriots 9, Chargers 3. Here we are back from the quarter break. 1st and 10. Chargers have the ball at their own 43-yard line. Herbert in shotgun takes it himself. Gain of about 2 on the play, brings up 2nd and 8 for the Chargers. Officially ruled 2nd and 7 for the Chargers. Herbert in shotgun. Takes a snap, looks to throw it. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 7 for the Chargers. And now a Patriots player is slow to get up and is limping. And bad news for the Patriots. It is number 0, Christian Gonzalez. Although it looks like he's going to try to tough it out. Gonzalez nearly came up with an interception, but was unable to corral it in. Chargers 1 of 7 on 3rd down. 3rd and 7. Herbert takes a snap. Flag flew very early, and then another one flew slightly later. Officially, so far, ruled incomplete. See what the illegal shift against the Chargers Penalty decline brings up 4th and 7 for the Chargers and a punting situation. Fourth and 7, punting unit on for the Chargers. Punt is in the air. Fair, no. Rolls out the back of the end zone. Going to bring it up to the 20-yard line for the Patriots. 1st and 10. Timeout for another commercial break on Peacock. First and 10 for the Patriots, ball at their own 20-yard line. May in shotgun. Throws it out to number 3, Douglas. Gain of about 4 on the play. Brings up 2nd and about 7 for the Patriots. Ball came out, but it looked like he had it secured. Second and 7 for the Patriots. May in shotgun. Takes a snap. Throws it. Completes it to, I believe, no, that was not Henry. Number 37, the fullback. Maybe we haven't really heard it a lot this season. He does get the first down, though, on a gain of about 8. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Patriots. First and 10, ball at the 31-yard line. May hands it off to Stevenson. Gain of about 6 on the play brings up 2nd and 4 for the Patriots. Denver just cut to Justin Herbert, looking very disappointed on his own sideline. Officially ruled 2nd and 6 for the Patriots. So make that a gain of 4 on the play. Second and 6, May in shotgun. Throws it out to Diggs. No, that's, excuse me, Butte. Has a lot of room on the field before he's knocked and spun out of bounds. In Charger territory, 1st and 10, Patriots. Ball at the Chargers 49-yard line. 1st and 10, May in shotgun. Takes a snap. Escapes the pressure. Now looks to run it himself. Slides down right around the 40-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 1 for the Patriots. Officially ruled 2nd and 2. May under center. Now backs up into the shotgun. Play whistle dead before the ball was snapped. Timeout, Patriots. Back from the commercial break. Here we are, 2nd and 2 for the Patriots. Ball at the Chargers 41-yard line. May takes a snap, hands it off to Stevenson, has a lot of running room, gets it right around to the Chargers 28-yard line. 1st and 10, Patriots. Patriots with a score of any kind make it a 2-score game against the Chargers. Honestly, would not be surprised if the Patriots score a touchdown if they go for 2 to make it a 14-point game late in the 4th quarter. Here we go. 1st and 10. May under center. Throws it out. Completes it to Henry. And for the first time this game, there's a touchdown. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, it took almost 3.5 quarters, but we finally have a touchdown between these two. And it comes in the form of a Drake May connection to Hunter Henry. Wide open down the field. Touchdown, Patriots. I thought we were going to see a wild card game with no touchdowns, but finally, somebody gets one. Extra point is good with 9:45 left to go in the 4th quarter to score. Patriots 16, Chargers 3. Not exactly over yet, but you got to like the odds of the Patriots winning this game with that score midway through the 4th quarter. Kickoff in the air, fielded at the 1-yard line, and has some room. Tracked down right around the Chargers' 36-yard line. Number 12, Davis, on the return for the Chargers. Herbert so far limited to 93 yards in the game so far. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Ball at their own 36-yard line. Herbert takes a snap. Incomplete, though there's a flag that flew at a very odd time in the play. Illegal procedure against the Chargers. Flag came out awfully late for a false start, though they do rule it a false start. And bad news for the Patriots defense. Christian Gonzalez, leading defender for the Patriots, is being taken back to the locker room. Ooh, might be in concussion protocol. He is questionable to return for the game officially, though I would not be surprised if the Patriots were to score. If he stays out for the rest of the game, Herbert took the snap, looking to run it himself. Gets the first down, and finally shoved out right around the Chargers' 44-yard line. 1st and 10, Chargers. First and 10. Herbert in shotgun takes the snap. Gets chased, but he's able to escape the pressure. Gets the first down before he slides down right around the Patriots 40-yard line. First and 10 Chargers. But Herbert slid very awkwardly, and now he's limping. Almost practically split instead of slid. Patriots defense need to tighten up a little bit here. Ball spotted at the Patriots 42-yard line. Herbert takes a snap, has a little bit of room, decides to throw it instead, and overthrew number 13. Allen brings up second and 10 for the Chargers. Second and 10 for the Chargers. Herbert in shotgun. Takes a snap, looking to throw it. Brought down. Fumble. Patriots have it. And now Herbert looks hurt on the play. Fumble recovered by the Patriots. And if the Patriots can score, you have to figure this might be the dagger. Ooh. Herbert took a very nasty hit. Patriots have the ball first and 10 when the action returns. Need to reset the TV again. Back with the action here in the fourth quarter between the Patriots and the Chargers. Patriots up 16-3. Herbert looked like he was shaken, but it looks like he may be okay. Drive starting at the Patriots 45-yard line. May, first down, hands it off to Henderson. Gain of about 6 on the play brings up second and 4 for the Patriots. Herbert is on the bench on the sideline. So it looks like whatever injury it was might be minor. Second and 4, May under center. Hands it off to Henderson. Loss of about 3 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7 for the Patriots. Patriots trying to eat up at the clock. But the Chargers still have all 3 of their timeouts. Officially ruled 3rd and 6 for the Patriots. May in shotgun. Takes a snap. Fumbles it. Luckily recovered by the Patriots, but it's a massive loss on the play. Brings up 4th down in a punting situation for the Patriots. Takes a snap with the punt. Punt is in the air. Fielded and fair caught at the Chargers' 11-yard line. 1st and 10 Chargers. Herbert is trotting out for this upcoming drive for the Chargers. 5:39 left to go in the 4th quarter. And the action goes to a break. Back to the action here between the Patriots and the Chargers. Chargers going to have the ball at their own 12-yard line. 1st and 10. Herbert in shotgun. Flags on the play. Not be surprised if it's encroachment against the Patriots. No, false start against the Chargers. Herbert takes a snap, looks to throw it, completes it. It's vital. Gain of about 11 on the play, brings up 2nd and 4 for the Chargers. Herbert takes a snap, throws it, completes it. Gain of about 6 on the play, brings up 1st down for the Chargers. It was number 15, McConkey, former Georgia receiver, on the play. 1st and 10, Herbert in shotgun, takes the snap, throws it out, completes it to number 1. Gain of about 8 on the play, brings up 2nd and 2 for the Chargers. Chargers going up in a little bit more of a hurry-up offense with less than 5 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter, down by 13. 2nd and 2. Why is that official talking to Herbert? Herbert in shotgun. Incomplete pass intended for Allen. Brings up 3rd and 2 for the Chargers. Stops the clock with 4:22 left to go in the 4th quarter. Third and 2. Herbert in shotgun. A lot of pressure, and he's sacked back right around the Chargers' 25-yard line. 4th and 10, and you have to figure the Chargers have to go for it here. With less than 4 minutes to go in the 4th quarter and down by 13, the Chargers have to go for it. Let's see if the Patriots can hold them here. Patriots hold might be the dagger. Timeout Chargers. Officially ruled 4th and 9 for the Chargers. Fourth and 9, Herbert in shotgun. Come on, defense. Takes a snap. Getting pressured immediately. Flips it out to number 86, who gets the 1st down. 1st and 10, Chargers. A lot of pressure coming for Herbert. But a receiver got wide open. And Chargers was able to get a 1st down on the play. Gadsden, number 86, was the receiver for the Chargers. 1st and 10, Herbert in shotgun. completes it to number 1. Gain of about 8 on the play, brings up 2nd and 2 for the Chargers. Second and 2, Herbert in shotgun, takes the snap, throws it out complete to Gatson, crosses midfield to about the Patriots 46-yard line, 1st and 10 Chargers. Patriots making a mass substitution here. Wouldn't be surprised if they have to use their second timeout. No, wait, the ref let them substitute out. Herbert takes a snap, completes it, gain of about 4 on the play. Number 15 on the Chargers, McConkey, brings up 2nd and 6 for the Chargers. No, 2nd and 4 for the Chargers. Herbert in shotgun, takes a snap, throws it out, completes to number 9 of the Chargers, gets a first down, brings up 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Clock ticking to 2:40 left to go in the 4th quarter. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line of the Patriots. Herbert takes a snap, throws it out, overthrew the nearest receiver by a mile. Number 9, Harris, was the intended receiver for the Chargers. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Chargers. Second and 10, Herbert in shotgun. Takes a snap, looking to throw it again. This time he's met up, but does manage to gain a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 9 for the Chargers. Can the Chargers, let's see if the Chargers can get it off before the 2-minute warning. Chargers need every second they can get. Herbert in shotgun, takes a snap just before the 2-minute warning. Incomplete, and that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning and 4th and 9 for the Chargers. Allen, number 13, the intended receiver on the play. That brings up the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter to score. Patriots 16, Chargers 3. Here we are, 2 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. 4th and 9 for the Chargers. Patriots up 16-3. No coaches' challenges allowed in the last 2 minutes of a game per NFL rule. Here you go. 4th and 9. Ball at the Patriots 34-yard line. Patriots defense need to stop. And whistles came in. Timeout, Patriots. All right. 4th and 9. Herbert in shotgun. Takes a snap. Looks to throw it. Sacked! Sacked right around the 45-yard line. And with 1:55 left to go and up 16-3, you have to figure the Patriots are, although the game technically not over, just made it about a 99% chance of a victory for the Patriots. First and 10. May under center. Hands it off to Stevenson. Stevenson, gain of maybe 1 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. Timeout, Chargers. Second and 9. May under center. Hands it off to Stevenson. No, excuse me, Henderson. Henderson gets the first down and some. Gets it to the Chargers 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Patriots. Final timeout, Chargers. Patriots take a knee. Most likely need to take a knee or 2 more. But you have to figure it's it. Patriots going to win their first playoff game since Super Bowl 53. May takes another knee. Probably have to take 1 more knee, and that'll be it. 16-3 final score. The Patriots win. Game ruled mostly by the defense, other than the one touchdown by Drake made to Hunter Henry at the beginning of the fourth quarter. And for the first time since Super Bowl 53, the Patriots have won a playoff game. Patriots going to the divisional round. We're going to be facing, we don't know the opponent. We know we're going to be hosting either the Texans or the Steelers. Depends on who wins tomorrow night's game. But the Patriots can celebrate a playoff win. And after having back-to-back 4-13 seasons, Patriots get to the second seed in the playoffs this year and win the playoff game against arguably one of the most electric offenses in the form of the Chargers. Great job by the Patriots defense. Patriots offense did just enough to get us through, and we're on to round 2. Let's go. All right, thank you all for tuning in for the stream. Appreciate it very much. I'm expecting an announcement on the time for tomorrow or next week's game at some point by the end of the night. Although you have to figure that since the opponent we're going to play, whether it's the Texans or the Steelers, since they play tomorrow night, you have to figure it's going to be the Sunday. It's going to be either the Sunday afternoon or the Sunday evening slot. Thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for choosing to spend your Sunday night with me. Thank you very much. Patriots win and are on to round 2. See y'all next week. Goodbye.